Hi, Mohammed. Welcome to How to Make Networking Work, part one of four parts training session to help people in DJV success coaching to maximize their networking opportunities and start making money from it. And as you probably know, most people, when they're in business, do networking, either going to networking groups or meeting people on Facebook and things like that, or some other way. And it's quite expensive. Takes a lot of time, but not everyone actually makes money from that process, and it can be quite slow. 2 or 3 years in some cases. So point of this workshop is to train everyone who joins us from DJV Success Coaching into making a difference to you in terms of you making money from your networking. My name is Hettiarachi. I'm a director of FreedomWorks UK, which is a coaching and mentoring organization, and also UK's customer relations manager for DJV Success Coaching. And I have networked for about 5-6 years heavily. And most of the time unsuccessfully, spent a lot of money and time. But I've learned a lot of lessons now in a way that now my networking actually is beginning to pay me. So I'm making money from it as well as spending time. Whereas I used to spend a lot of time, make a little bit of money or some money at some points. So the point of this is to train you and each person who joins this group to make money from their networking so that it works for them. So tell us a bit about you, what you do and what your business is, first of all, before we get going.
Yeah, my name is Mohammed Khan. I'm a personal travel consultant. I run my franchise company, Not Just Travel. Mm-hmm. So I do the travel business and I sell all the travel-related products like package holidays, flight tickets, adventurous holidays, skiing, cruising, and tailor-made holidays, and travel ancillaries like airport lounges, airport parking, and car hires.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you networking at the moment? How are you getting your customers at the moment? What's the main way of getting customers to your business?
Yeah, I am doing, first is the mouth of the word. Mm-hmm. Then I have friends and family, and then I go through social media. Mm-hmm. So I'm using social media and putting my offers on that. Mm-hmm. So I'm using Facebook. I have a Facebook, my business page, mm-hmm. and I'm using the Instagram, I'm using LinkedIn, I'm using Twitter.
Okay, and how much time do you spend organizing all that output?
So I'm trying my levels best through social media. But social media, I am getting inquiries, but as such, I haven't received any big business from there.
Oh, really? So you put a lot of adverts in social media. Yeah. You get inquiries. Why do they not book from you on social media?
They just ask the questions, and then they don't come back. So they do ask, what is this? They do like your, posts. They like the post, mm-hmm. and they seem to be interested. I send them a message, and then there's no response from them.
Okay.
So I have Instagram is really I have a big response. So lots and lots of people are coming.
And they are booking?
Huh? Sorry?
Are they booking holidays from that? And are they booking?
No. They are not. They like that. They start following me.
Okay.
They start following me, they like it, but they don't book with me.
And why do you think that is?
I don't understand that.
Have you asked any of them?
If they like it, I mean to say, the post is not just to like it. Yeah. So I think they just like the post as they want to just like it. Yeah. So they don't go beyond liking it.
Yeah.
So my purpose is they look at the purpose of the post.
Yeah.
What the post is saying to them, if they like the content, if they like just the picture is good, that's a different thing. But I mean to say, if the message is good, if they think this is message is attractive and that is good for them, so maybe I don't know, maybe I have wrong audience. So I don't have I haven't targeted the right audience, which I should be targeting on.
Okay.
So I need some sort of guidance in that perspective. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning. So why do you do your business? What makes you motivated to run your business as a travel consultant?
Why did I do that business?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The thing is, I am a travel person. Yeah. I
Okay.
travel a lot and I love traveling.
Yeah.
And I'm a social person as well, so I love meeting new people
Okay.
and going to different places, seeing the different cultures, having different cuisines.
Mm-hmm.
I am very fond of eating and different dishes. So
Okay.
that is and I love cooking.
Yeah.
And so knowing the more new recipes and knowing the people's food
Mm-hmm.
and their culture and knowing the places. So this interest has attracted me towards this
Mm.
business.
Okay.
So because this business gives me pleasure. So inside pleasure. So if you feel pleasure to doing something, so that I think that is your job. You need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the first thing. So you know why you want to do it. So and how much training have you got in terms of running the business as opposed to how to operate your website? You know, you're a franchisee, right?
Yeah.
So how much training did you get from the organization that provides your franchise to run the business and be successful?
Okay. So the basic training, the starting training that was just for a week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a 1 week long training in the head office that is in Bournemouth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we finished that one, but that covered almost everything. So
Mm-hmm.
that was in 5 days. They covered a lot, which could be taking weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
But they have summed up each and everything in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So which we found it is a bombardment of the information.
Yeah.
So it was really very hard to absorb all of the information they provided in 5 days.
Yeah.
But what they have done, this training is actually ongoing training.
Okay.
The training didn't finish there. That was just a beginning and the introduction of the job and the business, what we
Yeah.
are going to do.
Yeah.
But we are getting more and more information from time to time. They are doing the webinars and they're doing online training. They are sending the information online.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, different seminars, different conferences. We have 2 conferences every year,
Mm-hmm.
in the mid-year and the annual conference in last year we had in October. So they discuss and they uh, tell you the techniques of the business, what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some, the specialized, the business people, they come and
Yeah.
they give their lectures. So the suppliers come there, they introduce themselves, and they tell us, how we can best sell their products. So this is how the training is. I would say this is still going on, and this will carry on all the time.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's in terms of product training, what they have and how to operate systems and all the procedures, right?
The live, I mean to say, we have very now and then
Mm.
from the our chief executive, the the founder of our company.
Mm.
And there are two co-founders, so they all the time. So every week, sometimes 2 or 3, they come on. They do the live stream on Facebook. So they talk about that. So they talk about different techniques, So selling techniques, how
Yeah.
to sell, how you can convey your message to people. So how networking is working. So they have vast experience of that.
Okay.
So yeah, so we think that we can learn a lot from them. So you're really working.
Good.
But
And are you learning from them? Are you using those techniques in your business?
yeah, I am trying to.
Mm.
I'm trying to use them. Yes.
Mm.
And we, as we are being told, they are not, asking us to, do the leafletting, the conventional way that the shop people, they do.
Yeah.
They are not encouraging that one. So we do, what they are encouraging to do is to go to the big events
Yeah.
and having your stand.
Okay.
Lots of our colleagues and other fellow businessmen, the entrepreneurs, they go to the uh, wedding fairs.
Yeah.
So we have stands in the wedding fairs.
There's
So
one coming up soon, isn't it? In February?
so many wedding fairs are going on. So the people
Yeah.
they go there. I didn't have any wedding fair, which is too expensive anyway. Some
Mm.
wedding fairs are you have to pay 300, 400 for a stroll. If you want to have a stand there, so £300 for that.
Mm.
But the thing is, when you go there, maybe it is not that productive.
No.
You
Yeah.
don't get that many people or
Mm.
inquiries. So the purpose of the having stand and going out and about is to get the prospects, new prospects. So we getting and capture the data of the people,
Yeah.
and then we increase the list of the prospects which we have in our we have an EMS system, email marketing system.
Yeah.
I put it on my email marketing system, and that is controlled by the head office, and then I can upload all the details of my prospects, and
Mm.
then it goes to all of my prospects every 2 weeks, new
Okay.
offers which we have.
Yeah.
Whatever new offers comes in, they
Mm.
automatically go from the head office to those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, what's the most successful method of marketing you have at the moment? Which brings the most money to your business?
I think this is the word of the mouth and you having the stands. If you
Okay.
go to the events, going to the events is most productive thing
Mm.
which I found so far, because I had done a number of events, and so far whatever list of prospects I have built up, it
Hmm.
is due to this, that I am going to the events and
Yeah.
I'm meeting the people over there, because I have met the people personally over there.
Hmm.
When I call them, they know me. So they know me well, and that I have spoken to them. If I remind them that that time I have spoken to you, and sometimes the people show their interest of traveling and they want to go in future. So I put down the details and then I contact them at the right time when they are going to supposed to book the holiday.
Mm.
So I think that really works,
Okay.
rather than going to but there are some referrals as well. Some people refer the people, and
Mm.
it also works.
Okay. All right. So this workshop is about how to get networking to be a powerful source of income for your business. So what networking do you do at the moment?
Okay, so I a practically I am not doing any, I would say.
Mm.
So the one, the Pulse, I have joined Pulse, and before that, that I have joined BNI Sterling,
Hmm.
and then I couldn't carry on that one.
Okay.
And then I have joined Bob, Breakfast on Business.
Okay.
Business and Breakfast, sorry.
Yeah.
Breakfast on Business.
Yeah.
So that is, I have gone there. I was just a visiting member, just
Yeah.
went there and visited twice.
Mm.
But it was quite nearly, it was taking a longer traveling time.
Yeah.
So that was not suitable for me.
And how much money did you spend on those?
Yeah, okay. The Bob that was the £10 a session, £10 for meeting. You have to pay for the breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was not that expensive. But and for the sterling, it is £20 plus the traveling cost.
Yeah.
Yeah. £20 plus the traveling cost. So
Okay. Yeah.
£20 mean plus I would say £7 to £8 in traveling cost.
Okay.
So £28, £27 every week.
Mm.
But Bob is for that. Bob is every second week, so not
Okay.
weekly. Every second week. So and I have already you know given the application that is approved, but that is for the BNI a new chapter in Greenwich.
Yeah.
So that I have paid the full fee. That is back in September. I paid the whole year's fee, 700 and something, £40, £47,
Mm-hmm.
and the group is not started yet. It is still, and they are looking. Yesterday I called the person.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening? So
Mm.
they looking for the venue. So they couldn't find the venue, the hotel. They were Novotel Hotel in Greenwich.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing, and they are not able to, carry on from there because they saying they cannot start at that early time.
Mm.
So this is the venue problem, and this is causing the delay. And so far we couldn't start it.
Okay.
That's all we and I have.
Okay. All right. So, what's your experience of all that at the moment? How do you feel about it?
About my business.
No, about networking and
Yeah, networking. I mean, so far uh, as I said, as I didn't do any on the regular basis networking. Yeah,
Mm,
because I have not been regular
mm,
on networking, so I cannot, give the full experience about that. So how was that about? The
okay.
networking was working or not working? So
Yeah.
I cannot say that because I didn't do that on a regular basis.
Okay. But if you've noticed the networking you've done, whenever it is very common in all of the business networking community that you go and join an established network, and when you initially join, you're a stranger, nobody knows you, and it's up to you to make your name, and it's up to you to go and get to know people, get established trust, and do all that, and it takes a long time and a lot of expenses, right?
Yeah.
And then if you look at any network, any type of business network, who gets the most income from the network?
Who gets the most? I mean to say, the people who are already established, the management,
Yeah, yeah. People at the top.
those people the people know them very well. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever they are doing, yeah, that goes into the member's mind very quickly.
Yes. So they're at the top, people at the top or people who are running the events, organizing, they get the most lion's share of the business
Yeah,
from the networking. And so what I want to do with this is to put you at the same place, you at the top of the network, and create a network around you so that when you work the network, you are the visible person. You are
yeah,
the person at the center. You are the trustworthy person as opposed to this person who's sliding in from the edge, trying to get into the system, which takes them for a long time to get into the system. If you look at anyone at the top of any network and there's no difference in terms of the enthusiasm. There's no difference in terms of the competency of what you're doing. There's no difference in anything. Just the only difference is they've been there for a long time. They've probably been trained by someone, and they've taken a long time to get to that space. Once you get to that space, they're making a lot of money from it.
Mm-hmm.
So how about doing that from the start? Get yourself to the center of your network and build a network around you so that all the income that comes through passes to you.
Do they get paid, the who are running the group? Do they get paid?
They don't. So depends. In BNI, I used to be a member of BNI, and I was in the leadership team. I didn't get paid a fee to be in the leadership team, but I was visible, so I got business. I got more business when I was in the leadership team than when I was just a member, for sure. And then when I left the leadership team, that business started.
I mean to say, when you bring a new member, and the member pays the fee for a whole year.
Yeah.
Do you get the management? Any member of the management gets any share from the fee?
I think if you're like a director of the organization and you're managing the chapter, then you get a fee for that. Yes.
Just the managing, the president.
If you're not the president, not any of the team in specifically in terms of BNI, not those people. It's people who are training those people, the directors or chapter or divisional directors.
At the top level.
Yeah, at the top level, they get a payment, but not the people who are running the system. They don't get a payment. What they get is the visibility, and because of the visibility, they get more business coming towards them.
Yeah, I can understand. But I'm to say, they are giving to the networking as well. They're investing their time. They give more time. They have to be there before.
Yes.
The event starts, they have to go after the event is finished.
Yeah.
They have to get ready. Yeah.
It's a big investment, and you do get your income coming, your revenue from the networking go quite high because of that. Because you're visible and you're working all the time with people. And it brings.
So I mean to say, in their terms, you get the same chances, but you have a little bit higher chances than the other members.
Yes, when you're a new member,
more visibility and more people see you, more people listen to you. Yeah.
In any network, if you go to any network, longer you're there, more people see you, more people know you, more consistent you are, more successful you are. That's the way it works. It's not all the cases, because you have to make the success work. You have to talk to people and convert them into customers, and then that's when you get your money back from it. So what we're doing with this is completely different to that. It took me quite a long time to understand what the DJ Success Coaching does, as opposed to that traditional type of networking. What the DJ Success Coaching does is put you at the center of the network and get you to create a group around you.
What is the if I go to the networking morning, and they exchange their cards, they give you a business card, you give your business card to them. You do the breakfast, you have a chat, you have a coffee, you have a nice chat, and that's it. That time is finished, you go home.
90% of the time, that's it.
Okay. What is the next positive step you should take to promote your business, and what is the proper way of having the full benefit of the that event, that meeting?
Well, in those meetings, it's a necessity that it will take time, because people would not refer other people. The point of meeting people is to either do business with them directly, or get them to refer other people to you, right? So, doesn't matter what network you join, those people will not give you referrals or refer them to you until they trust you and they know you. It takes time to develop a relationship with people in the group. And when you become a regular in the group, then you have a more chance of getting more business put towards you, more business opportunities put towards you. that will then convert into business. That's how you make the money. So there's lots of training available for those, the organizations who do themselves. You could become a member of their group and you could post your stuff onto their website or their portals and people can respond to that. So there's many ways. Again, I know one organization, YBC, Your Business Community in the UK. You join them, then once a year you get invited to be part of a big business exhibition where you can get a stall, part of a bigger area of stall that they got at a much reduced price than when you go and buy stall space in an exhibition center on your own. So things like that you could do, and so you get opportunities like that. This is about helping you to create opportunity for yourself. What we're doing, right? How can you create opportunities around you? Create a funnel of interest around you, and use that funnel of interest to attract customers and business to yourself. At the same time, helping, if they are business people, helping them to get onto that, and in the process of doing it, earn an extra income for yourself. So while you're exploring your network and creating your network and get people into your network, but you are the top, then you are earning an income from that process as well as the business that you do. John, top directors of the organizations. You join a network, like director, where you join this network and you start using our training to bring, as long as you begin to bring those people around you into this network. So that's why this one is different to most networking. Where, this one, again, this takes time as well, but the time it takes actually pays you, as opposed to a lot of time you take with other networks paying out a lot of money, and then if you manage to work your referrals, then you get paid. So you're the last one to get paid in those systems. You pay out for the initial fees, you pay out for teas and coffees when you go meet people. Then you pay for additional training that you may require. And this training is free because you're a member of this group. So we're not going to charge you any money until you start making money from this exercise. So you can afford to pay us. And also it's a kind of a proof for us that your business, this system is going to work for you. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's what we are up to do. So first thing I want to ask you about that is who do you know who you can invite to a network around you, which you can speak to, which we can train you to do, to run it, that maybe they'll be running businesses or maybe similar businesses or different businesses that you can bring together to have a get to know over time, which then becomes your network. Who do you know?
Yeah, I have few people do the business, and
same business as you or different businesses?
Different business.
Okay. Yeah.
But I need to say they might be and might not be interested in that because they haven't tried this networking.
Yeah.
They might not be aware of the networking, what the networking is, and whether it exists or not, they don't know. So
yeah, that's good. That's good because, as I say, necessity is the mother of invention, right? So we have an opportunity. So this network, you join the network that suppose that is actually going to support you to build your business around you and the network around you. And you join freely, so you don't pay any money initially when you join the network. And then when we train you, and as part of your training, we will get these workshops, and also you'll get trained on how to make it work for you. And then you start implementing those plans and coaching and training. You start to make money, and then you can see for yourself that it's going to work for you. So initially, all you need to do is to say, look, I've just joined this network. I'm going to create a network around me that supports my business and also me supporting your business. And it's a friendly network. You don't have to pay any money to be in the network. All we need to do is to meet regularly, either online or physically. And then we could make the network work within ourselves. The way the network works is we get to know each other and we support each other in business by either buying from each other. Like when I go on holiday, I buy from you. When you know, if I'm someone else, so I'm a coach. So if you need some coaching, you buy from me rather than buying from someone else. So you create that network with each other in the group, as a group. And then so you're buying from each other. Also, you're referring people to each of to each other, so that each of your businesses start to work. So by taking care of everyone takes care of you. But in a small group, maybe around 10 people, right? At the same time, when you do that, every time they sign up to this network and then so when you join this network, it's free initially. And then you could become a basic member or VIP member. Some people choose to become basic members. It's a smaller fee. But what we want to encourage people to become a VIP member, because when you become a VIP member, you get more in terms of exposure. DJV Success Group has been going on since 2011 and has a following in the internet and also media of around 30,000 people around the world, not just in UK. In UK, it's about 1,000 people at the moment, or 2,000 people. So when you join the network, when you become a member, you become eligible to be to put yourself in front of that network. When you're a VIP, you get your own portal in our website where you can advertise yourself to the entire network, and they can see you. And that way you get to do more direct conversations. You get to do what I'm doing with you, with the entire network. You can set up your own webinars, you can set up your own meetings, networking events, and then by doing so, you get to know the people, and they get to know you, and also they get to know the DJV, group and system, and then you're going to benefit directly from it in business, as well as they're going to benefit from being associated with this system. Does that make sense, what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that's the plan, and that will then help you, and also help you to arrange a system around yourself. And my job as a mentor and a coach is to support you to do that. And also when you enroll other people to become members, support them. So with this system, you will have a personal supporter of yours working with you to make the system work for you. With every other system you join, you pay money, and then there's no one supporting you. You're on your own. Yes, there's training, there's stuff, but there's no one mentoring you, supporting you with your interest at heart. Yeah, it's like once you join, you pay your money, you sink or swim. It's up to you.
I mean, my basic question was that, when you go to a networking meeting, you have given your card, and the other people who had joined that meeting, they have given you their cards, yeah? So when you leave the meeting, what is the first thing you should do?
Well, the first thing you should do is, instead of giving cards, this is a really wrong approach.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time and money, a lot of time. How many business cards have you got at your home lying around? How many?
I haven't counted them.
How many of them actually do you have a look after the first day or two? It gets disappeared. And I've been networking for a long time. I got like drawers full of business cards.
Yes.
Right?
What do you do with them?
Exactly. Well, I call them up and say, hello, what you doing now? After every 6 months and see what they're doing.
After every 6 months. But
yeah.
after having finished and once, okay. The thing is, when
so those people are good connections for you. So what you need to do, instead of giving people your cards, what I do now is I don't even take my cards when I meet people. I just speak to them and then say, this is what I do, this is what you do. I would really like to establish some sort of connection with you. So I invite them to join on my LinkedIn. Yeah, mostly on my, I won't invite them to join on my Facebook and then they become friends afterwards. So then they see my stuff in LinkedIn, and then I have a conversation with them regularly. I tell them about DJV success coaching as an opportunity. I give them lots of opportunities, and if I see any opportunities that anyone so for example, if I see anyone needing a holiday, I straight away say, look, I know this guy who's really good at organizing holidays. Why don't you speak to them like that? So I do that, and then when you do that, people begin to like you, people begin to trust you, and then you can ask them for business. They say, look, I'm running a coaching session, workshop. Would you like to come and take part in it? Or I'm running a workshop or a coaching session. Would you like to recommend someone and bring them with you? And people do.
Mm-hmm.
And I met you at a networking event. I invited you to join that networking event. It didn't work out. And then I left the networking group and I joined something else with DJV Success Coaching, and I invited you to join this network. And so I'm trying to add value to you all the time. And if you do that with everyone that you meet, they will give it back to you. They will always give it back to you. It's personal connections.
You know what I have, so far I have experience. I have gone to some meetings as a visitor, just as a guest. But I have so many cards from them, each meeting you go. But I haven't been approached by any of the person who has given me the card. So far, they haven't approached me. Says I accept one or two. There are two examples. They contacted me afterwards.
Me?
The rest of the people, they didn't even call me.
No, because they're doing networking the wrong way. They're doing what's called slash and burn. You go and you spread around, and then you get your it's like slash and grab. You go around, you raid the group, and then you get the people you want as customers, and then run off, and that's it. Not interested in anything else. It's all about
building the relationship in the long.
Yeah, no, they're all interested in actually picking up customers then and there, or like that. So they're not interested in building relationships with you. They're there to make business for themselves. People that say to me, time is money, and all sorts of nonsense. That people say time isn't money. If it's so much money, then why you're going to a free networking event? Why you're spending your time wasting?
That's the reason I couldn't establish the reason.
Yeah.
Well, you should go to networking. I am exchanging the card. I gave my card. They have given their cards, and afterwards, if I am just putting all those cards together. Into my drawer. And
that's the wrong idea of networking. Same with the LinkedIn. I used to be a member of LinkedIn. I'm still a member of it. I used to use it for all the wrong reasons. I was completely wasting LinkedIn. Then I went to a training session and I learned how to use LinkedIn properly. And since then, I actually get people coming from LinkedIn and becoming my customers. It's taken me about a year to develop that system.
I need a training session on LinkedIn from you then.
Well, I could, but there are people who are qualified to do that, who could do that for you. I can give you the shortcut. I mean, in this part of the training you're going to get in these 4 sessions is partly, LinkedIn, partly going to other networking events, how to make your mark there, and also partly creating a network around you, more importantly, to create a network around you so that you get all that for yourself as instead of somebody else getting it. You're going to be at the limelight. It's going to take the same effort as when you do the other stuff, but it's quicker and much more structured and much more grounded. And you're going to be at the center, so you get more business as a result. And while you're getting business from other people, you're also making income from developing your network itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the system that we're going to operate in. These next 4 sessions, what I'm going to do is to prove the system for you. But the thing is, you need to make the system work. I can't make the system work for you. I'll give you the training and coaching, but you need to implement it.
Yes, of course. But the thing is, first of all, I need to know from where to start and how to do.
That's part of the training. That's part of the training. I'll tell you everything.
That's the training I need.
So you don't need to know anything. Actually, it's best if you didn't know anything rather than if you knew something. Because when you knew something, you bring that knowledge in, and it's not going to work. So not knowing is brilliant, because then I can teach you exactly how to do it, and as you keep doing it. So the first thing I'm asking you to do between now and next Friday's session is to write down a list of 20 people who run businesses who who you have a good knowledge of. Not strangers, you know them, maybe from your Facebook or from other arenas. And if you don't know 20 people, use your, LinkedIn. If you don't know 20 people, get to know 20 people in a way that you are able to talk to each other. Message people and say, look, I'm a LinkedIn member. I see your posts. I found them interesting. Would you like to meet up maybe for a coffee, just to say hello? And by the way, that's the #1 way you could actually make your LinkedIn turn into a referral system. If you actually took time to meet people in your LinkedIn group, make connections. You won't meet everyone. No, not everyone will meet you, but some people will, and those people will become either referrals to you, or people who bring you business. They buy from you directly or bring other people to you in time. So your first exercise between now and next is to identify 10 people who you would like to do business with. Either if you know them, invite them to a meeting. You could meet individually if you want to, or you could meet them all at the same time. And if you want to meet them all at the same time, I can be there with you next time when you meet. So we need to organize a time and a date for you to invite them, just for a meeting to discuss an idea, right? And your job is to get to know them well enough to speak to them at least know what they do as a business and why they're doing the business, and then getting to know you, what you're doing, and why you're doing your business, in a way that so they will come and say, yeah, I'll meet you for a coffee, or I'll meet you as in your group thing. Are you able to do that? Set up a date between now and next. It can be after next Friday, but it's better if it's before next Friday.
Well, it's a hard task for me because I can try, but I mean to say, as you know, I have been, I am off from work.
This will take you maybe a couple of hours.
Yeah,
I
can find and try.
Okay.
But I cannot make any pledge or any sort of.
Well, this is not for me. This is for you. So this is your network. This is for you to get to know the network. So
new businesses, I can ask them, but.
Maybe some people you met through networking already, you have a good connection with. Invite them. Say, look, I want to either invite them to meet one-to-one or invite them to meet as a group. Up to you. I don't need to come and meet you. You can invite them meet one-to-one, that's fine. And what you do when you meet one-to-one is really simple. You just have a coffee.
You are saying to look for the people for Pulse. They can come to Pulse and be the members and.
No. You don't even talk about Pulse. It's not. They're not interested. You need to get to know them, and they need to get to know you.
Yeah.
And I would not say more than you're a travel consultant. I would not try to sell your products to them in the first place. Your first job is to get to know them and be connected with them. Right?
Okay.
Right. Your first job is to get to know them and get connected with them. Yeah. Right? And then when you get to know them, when you know what they're doing and what they're interested in and why they're doing their business.
They should be in business, yeah?
They should be in business, ideally, yeah, because you need business people as well, not just customers. You need other business people. They can buy from you, you can buy from them. And
they should be doing some sort of business, yeah?
They should be in some sort of business. That way it's better for them. And because they get an opportunity themselves later on down the line. Initially, it's the same way to connect with people who are not in business, but then they will only connect. They will only connect with you if you're going to give them something other than just business. Other than just getting.
They could be doing the same business as well.
Sorry.
They could be in my same field, like in the travel business.
It could be in the same field, but then your business is travel. You want to create a network around you, yeah. And how do you feel if you get someone else in your network and everyone in your network pass business to them? So it's a tricky situation because I'm not asking you to get hundreds of people, just 10 people. Get to know 10 people.
No, but and the thing is, I ask you. So when I talk to those people,
yeah.
In what perspective? What would I say?
Yeah. You only asking, say, look, I'm Mohammed. I run a personal travel consultancy business. Yeah. I'd just like to get to know you as another business person. Find out what you do and how you run your business. I can tell you how I run my business, and maybe see if there's opportunities to help each other.
Okay.
So I'd like to have a cup of coffee just to get to know you a little bit. That's it. Simple.
Not mentioning Pulse and the this network.
Don't mention Pulse. Don't mention your offers. Don't say I got this offer.
No networking.
No networking. Initially, there's no just getting to know someone because it's really important. Because the moment you start networking with them, they've done the networking already.
Yeah.
90% of the people you meet you have done some sort of networking, like you have. And they have the same experience going to networking events, handing out cards and taking lots of cards and going home and filling drawers full of business cards, just like you have. And nothing happens. Nothing until they get trained how to use it properly, just like you're now. But that process doesn't start by you telling them that's what they should be doing. Your first job is to get to know them and get connected with them and create a trustworthy relationship with them. Because without that trust, people won't buy from you anyway, which is why all those people who are following you on your social media and stuff, they like what you're doing, but they don't have the balls, bottle to say to your face, "Oh, I don't trust you." They'll come up with all the other stuff because they don't know who's running those things. They would rather go and buy something from an expensive, online thing rather than coming to you, because although they're expensive and ripping them off, they think something goes wrong, they're going to get their, which will happen with you as well. But there's a misunderstanding people have, something established is better than someone there they haven't heard of.
Yes, that's right.
But that's your weakness. In my coaching, I say a lot of time, your weakness is your strength. Your weakness of not having a big multinational organization under you is your strength. But you need to prove the strength to people before they believe in it. And once you prove it to the people, then you'll get loads of people referring other people to you because they're interested in you. And they think, oh yeah, this, I know because I know I made a mistake. Remember, I was going to order from you and I saw some, stupid online adverts and was giving a cheaper fare and I booked it. I only realized it was only one way. Didn't realize it was 2A. So, and I learned from that, and that was a stupid mistake. But then, so next time I book a ticket, I'll book it with you, because I know you have a connection. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Same with other people. When people buy from people they know, or people who have a big reputation. Given a chance, then they get to know you. They'll buy from you rather than buy from people who have big reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So we're building this around you at the center. You're creating trusted relationship with these 10 people, and then they become the source for your either buying from you directly or referring other people to you. Until you establish that connection, that trust, they wouldn't do nothing with you or for you. They will talk to you nicely. They will say nice things. They'll come to breakfast events and eat breakfast with you, pass you business cards, but just like you do with your business card, they just forget you afterwards. Everyone is busy, right? Everyone is busy running the business, and they don't have much time to dwell on what happened yesterday or this morning, unless they have a very strong reason to. Yeah. So what we're doing in this series is training you to create that system around you in a very short time. And get the system working, and then it will start working for you, and you'll start making an income at the same time, in addition to the income that you might be making from doing business with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your next job is to identify 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
Identify 10 people. You have to take that call, man.
Yes, my insurance company.
Okay, just tell them we call in 5 minutes. We've got after 5 minutes we're going to finish. So,
okay. Hello. Okay. I'm in the middle of something. I'm in a meeting. So can you call me in 10 minutes time, please? Thank you. Bye.
Good. Okay. All right. So your first job is to identify 10 people you want to connect with, and let me know who they are, and then either up to you, either invite them to meet you one-to-one, or you could better meeting in person for a coffee rather than meeting online. But online meeting is fine as well if they can't meet you within now and within the next 2 weeks. Okay. Can you do that?
Yeah, I will try to. I will try to meet people and find more people and.
No. Just very simple. Just all you need to do is to identify the group and then get. You could approach more than 10 people, but get at least 10 people with like agreed time. I'd like to meet you for a coffee. Okay, yes, fine. Let's meet this time, for example.
10 people in the business.
10 people that
identifying 10 people in the business.
Who would like to meet you for coffee, just to discuss how you could support each other, help each other.
Yeah.
That's it. And then if you got that by next Friday, then we can work on those to improve. If you're meeting anyone before Friday, I'll have another conversation with you one-to-one to set you up for the meeting, what to do and say in the meeting. Right? So let me know. But if not, I can cover that on the next meeting and next Friday's meeting as part of the training to how to deal with those people and what to say in those meetings to establish.
I mean to say, if I see such people, you want me to gather them all together on one point and have a coffee together? That's what you want?
It's up to you. It's more complicated to arrange like that one. Take you for maybe much more if you can arrange it, that's better. But I don't know whether you can do it or not. I think do it the way you can is better than trying to do something you can't do and then not working out and failing.
I mean to say I can see the people individually.
Yeah.
I can see them, I can meet them, and I can discuss their business. I can tell them my business.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yes.
That's what you are asking for.
That's the first step. Yeah. After you met them, then you can invite all of them to meet you socially together.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
next step.
First, you need to know individually.
Yes.
Yeah. When you know individually, then those individuals can come to one point. So that's
Exactly.
the start of the network.
Exactly. Yeah.
So without mentioning any networking or any.
No networking, just helping each other in business, just to get
Yeah.
to know as a fellow business person
Yeah.
who's running business. You're in my same area. I met you at a network event, or you're in my network, LinkedIn. I just need to like to get to know you, just to because you're there,
Mm.
and we might as well get to know each other. Just wasting a lot of opportunities here by not knowing each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when you meet someone, so that he discuss his business,
Mm-hmm.
and you tell about your business, and then you find the ways how can you help each other.
You might in your first meeting, they might say, oh, I know this person, my cousin needs to travel. Oh, yeah, okay. But then, when they do that, don't push your stuff. Say, great. Could you introduce them to me, please? I would like to have a word. And then see what we can do, like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, so if they have that option, but initially just to find out everything they know and what they do, and then learn and then tell them what you do and all the things that you offer people, all the different types of holidays and different things. I also include that you could give a very reasonable cost compared to other people, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then at the end say, would you like to collaborate in the future? So you end the meeting by saying, would you like to collaborate with in the future? Maybe you referring people to me, I'll refer people that I know to you for your business. And then when they say yes, that's fine. Okay, let's work on something on that line. Then there's a critical connection with them. And then they might turn and say, no, actually, I don't see any possible collaboration. Fine. Then you haven't burnt any bridges. You haven't lost anything. You learned that these people at this moment in time, these people are not worth being in my network. That's also good. Because not everyone you meet will want to work with you or will want to collaborate with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. So okay, that's fine.
So next time, the same time at 10:30 next Friday. And then so your one job is to have those invitations go out and see how many how many meetings you can agree by then. If you could do 10 by then, that'd be perfect. 10 agreements.
This is just on the individual basis, yeah.
Just on an individual basis, yeah.
Yeah. So talk to them, speak to them. How can I help them, and how can they help me?
Yeah.
So this is the basic thing. So I'm going to discuss with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the one thing that you have mentioned, the portal. You were going to tell us that you can advertise on the portal. So you are supposed to give us the training about the portal, how to put it on.
The portal works when you become a VIP member. So to be a VIP member, you have to pay £200 a month. So it's not a small investment; it's a big investment. So
No. You said not the VIP. There's as a members.
Yeah.
They can go. They can put the stuff there.
Yeah.
As a member.
But when you become a member, you can put your stuff there. You can contact other members, and then you can actually. So there are about 200 members now in the group.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Contact the members.
In the training that it was cancelled, nobody came, and this and that.
Yeah.
So that is still due. It's still due. Huh?
Repeat what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, you are still due to tell us and give the training about putting ourselves and advertising on the portal.
Yes.
Yeah, how to do that.
Okay. I
Yeah,
will do it. I would actually. Okay, let's do that this weekend because I've said that to you many times. I haven't done it, so let me do that this weekend with you. Maybe tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Are you free tomorrow or Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday we do Sunday.
What time Sunday?
Sunday around it's Sunday. I will let you know.
Okay, message me.
I will let you know.
Then I'll sit around. It will take me about. I'll share my Zoom screen with you, and then show you all the bits that you need to put your details on. And then,
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Can you give me some feedback? So, what did you get from this session so far? What were you expecting, and what did you get?
What I am expecting?
What were you expecting from this session when you joined me, and what did you get from the session?
Yeah, I was expecting to, know the more techniques and the more ways how can you benefit more from the networking. Because I was not very clear about the networking.
Mm-hmm.
Just what I have experienced so far, you just go and exchange the cards.
Yeah.
You have a breakfast, you chat with them, have a coffee, and come back, and that's it. That's what's happening. So the cards I have received, I didn't attempt to call them, and neither the other people haven't called me except one or two exceptions. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
So if this is networking,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not going to work anyway. So
No, that's not networking. They're just wasting time drinking
this is
coffee.
the exchanging of the cards is
Yeah.
just and coming and putting
It's
it
not
in the
networking.
cupboard.
No,
So this
never.
is not networking.
No,
So
no.
I, at the same time, what I have realized, doing all this networking and making the contacts with the people, this is also a time-consuming thing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
in the business, you have to, as a, I'm a just one person business. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am the only one
Very
who
true.
is running this business. I am
Yeah.
responsible for, from advertising to the management and the running or whole of the business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have to, book. I have to advertise myself. I have to bring the business in,
Mm-hmm.
and then to sell the products, and to mature the sale. Everything I have to do myself, and then I have to do the prospecting and find the new people.
Yeah.
This is really
It's difficult, right?
it's
Yeah. So
really
this is
difficult.
why what we're doing is to transform that, so you don't have to do it on your own. You create a network of people who could do that for you, and over time that will then make it work for you to concentrate on what you do best, which is providing great holidays, and also keep nurturing your relationships. And if you do those two things, then you will get the people around you supplying you all this, or what you need over time.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean to say,
Because it's the
to
same
get
amount.
to that stage,
Yeah.
it will take time to get to
Yeah.
that stage when your network starts working for you.
Yeah.
Firstly, I would say this is a sort of investment.
Yeah.
You invest your time.
Yeah, the difference is with us, you're putting yourself at the center. So the time you spend, it's the same time you would have spent outside doing it, but it gets to somebody else. Whereas in this stage, it gets to you.
Yeah.
So it's the same amount of time, or probably shorter time, because of the work I'm going to do with you. But when you get to when you are top of that network and it's working, it works for you, will work for you financially as well. Whereas most networks, when you establish yourself to the top, then from then on it will work you financially.
So yeah, and I understand that because you're saying, okay, that will the network will work for you. But that stage
Exactly.
will come with the passage of time. That will take.
Well, our job is to make it really quick rather than very long, because it's possible.
Yeah.
As you said, all you have to do is to get those 10 connections and see how it goes from there. And then I'll take you what's next in the next session. And as we do that, by the time we do the fourth session in 4 weeks' time, you would have established a really good network. You probably would have started earning money from it already.
So I start from from introduction to the businesses. So new people.
Just introducing yourself to the new people and then asking to meet them just to have a coffee to discuss what's possible, how to help each other. Nothing more at the first stage. Okay. So if you do that, if you get 10 appointments by next, have met 10 people, but have 10 appointments, met some people this week, some people next, then that's enough for me for the next session to continue from here. Okay.
So basically, what I can discuss how can what I do.
Yeah.
I understand what they do.
Yes.
I exchange this information.
And just meet for a coffee just to get to know each other. That's it. I'd like to get to know you as another business person rather than a person on the LinkedIn or a person I met another event. Just to get to know us business people. That's it. That's all we want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll catch up with you and let me know on Sunday when we speak. When we're going to speak, and I can get you updated on Sunday how you're doing with this exercise as well.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'll see you next week.
Next week.
I will give you a ring.